name is Brianna Royale. If you're not new, thank you so much for stopping back by. All that I ask is that you guys hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. Okay, so I'm sure you can see by the title that today's video is going to be a story time video. Okay, so first of all, let me just put this disclaimer out here. If y'all like this video, which I hope y'all will like it, I just don't have a lot, so don't expect a lot of story times on this channel because I really don't have a lot of stories to tell. My life is kind of boring a little bit, kind of, sort of. And some of the stories that I could tell just involve a lot of people that I don't want to bring into my space in life again. I want to leave them where they're at. But who knows, we'll see. I just want to put that disclaimer that there's not going to be a lot of story time videos on this channel, but this one I thought was, now it's pretty funny and I can talk about it, but it was really traumatic for me. So as you can see from the title, this is about my worst flight ever and how I thought I was going to die. Like, literally, I did not think I would be here today filming this video because I thought I was gonna die on this flight. So let's get right into the story time. Okay, so this happened in 2017. I had just recently moved to Texas not too long. And my friend, she texted me or called me, my best friend, and she was like, hey, I got us tickets to the Great Escape Tour. So if you remember, the group Escape got back together and they went on this tour with Monica, Tamar, all of those great women, and the concert was amazing, by the way. Like, I'm a huge Tamar fan, so I was really more excited to see her, but I was also excited to see the other ladies and especially Escape. But the concert was really, really dope. Like, it was really good. So shout out to them. Anyways, the concert was going to be in Nashville though. So I live in Texas, concert in Nashville, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. I'll just get a flight and go to the concert. Like, this is an awesome time. My friend got the tickets. Like, it's great. So we were supposed to make a whole weekend out of it. So we was gonna go to the concert on Friday and then stay in Nashville the whole weekend. So as it got closer to it, something came up where she wasn't going to be able to stay the whole weekend anymore. So I think like one of her friends was having a wedding or a baby shower or something like important like that. So she was like, I'm not gonna be able to stay the whole weekend anymore. I'm sorry. I was like, no, it's cool. So what I did was, thankfully, I'm glad I did this, but normally I buy round trip tickets, but sometimes it's a lot cheaper to buy your tickets separately. It just depends. You always have to just look at it and see. This particular time, I bought my tickets separately. So I bought my departing flight and I hadn't bought my returning flight yet. So when she said she wasn't going to be able to stay, I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll just come right back. So when I was looking to book my returning flight, I was like, dang, like I'm literally not going to be in Nashville like more than 24 hours. So I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on a returning flight ticket. So I was trying to find a cheap ticket. But I was trying to find a cheap ticket, but I was also trying to avoid Spirit. I've heard horror stories about Spirit, but I hadn't heard any horror stories about any other airline. So my whole thought process was just get the cheapest flight possible, just not Spirit. So I go searching or whatever, and also I'm flying out of Dallas. So my cousin stayed at Dallas at the time, so I was just like, I'll fly to Dallas and then I'll come back Saturday and I'll still have a whole day to hang out with my cousin in Dallas before I have to come back home to go to work. So, and Dallas is not far from me at all, so that was what was going on. So as I'm looking for tickets or whatever, I see this airline and the ticket is like really reasonable. Like it might have been $100 or maybe less than $100. It was really reasonable, and the times worked out. But I don't know if I should say the airline, but I guess I don't care. It was on Frontier. Now, I personally had never heard of Frontier. So, I rely heavily on reviews on anything. I'm not buying anything that doesn't have reviews for the most part. So, I Googled Frontier reviews, and the reviews actually weren't bad. The common thing that I saw was the planes were small. The planes small, planes small. Now, let me just say that I used to have an internship in Arizona every summer, and where I went in Arizona was very rural area, and the closest airport was in Flagstaff. And Flagstaff is northern Arizona, if you don't know. Anyways, they only had one airport and one airline that came in and out of there, so it was a U.S. Airways. So in order for me to get to where I was stationed for my internship, I had to fly from Atlanta to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix to Flagstaff. So the flight I got on from Phoenix is South Arizona, I think, and Flagstaff is northern Arizona. And the flight was like 30-minute flight, and the plane was a smaller plane. It wasn't like a huge regular sized plane that have like hundreds of people. I don't know the limits of planes, but like there was no first class and nothing like that, and there weren't like 3 seats to a row. It was only 2 seats to a row, and it probably hold like 50, 60 people. I don't really know, but it was reasonable. It was kind of low. If you was tall, you probably could stand up in it. I don't know. I could, but it wasn't bad. It was like a regular plane, just much smaller. So it was, like I said, it was 2 seats per row. It wasn't 3. There's no first class. Blah blah blah. And I was like, that's when they said small plane. That's what I had in mind. Like I was like, okay, I've been on a plane like that before. The flight is not that long, so maybe I could deal with that. I could deal with that for this price. I'm only going to be here for a couple of hours. Like, I'm going to be in Nashville for less than 24 hours. It'll be fine. Like, I can deal with that. So I booked the ticket. So, long story short, we go to Nashville. We have, like I said, we had a great time, by the way. I really enjoyed myself. Great time. All the ladies did great. So we were going to leave the next morning. So it was early in the morning. My friend had to leave because she had to drive kind of far. So my flight was early, so we just both ended up leaving early. So we stayed close to the airport. So the hotel had a hotel shuttle. So I go get on the shuttle, and the driver of the shuttle is like asking everybody, what airline they're on, so he can drop you off at the correct terminal. So I tell him Frontier, and he's like, "Ooh," and I was like, "Frontier?" And he was like, "I never heard of that." And I was like, "Okay, first of all, that should have been sign number 1. Okay, should have been sign number 1." So he had me question it. So I looked at my phone, my email and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, it's Frontier." So thankfully there was a flight attendant on the shuttle as well for a different airline, and they overheard the conversation, and they were like, yeah, that's an airline, is there, and he told them what terminal, whatever. So he ended up dropping everybody off. I still don't think he knew where to go or whatever, but when he dropped everybody off, I think, except for me. And then as we were riding, I was like, "Oh, I see it." So I saw the sign. It said Frontier, and it had Spirit and some other ones on the sign. It wasn't a sign by itself. So he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "I never knew about this airline." I was like, "Me either. This is my first time flying with them." So get off, go inside to check in. Sign number 2 is, I don't know, I fly pretty often, but I always check in on my phone, you know what I'm saying? I always do that on my phone. So they didn't have anywhere where you could check in on your phone, so you had to go up to the counter and check in. So that was sign number 2. That this was about to be some mess. Okay. So I go to the counter, there's nobody at the counter. And there's a few other people waiting. It's like this Asian lady, this white guy, he had like a little black, it looked like a guitar thing, but like some type of instrument thing he had with him. There was another white guy. It was like 4 or 5 of us, like for real. We just all sitting there waiting to check in. And I'm just like our flight is, you know, not that far away. We can't even check in. Like we just sitting here chilling. So finally somebody comes. This black dude. He comes up and we go to check in. So we all check in or whatever, and they give us these boarding passes. Like I said, I was checking my phone, so it was also kind of weird to get like actual boarding passes, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So we go. Give us our gate. I go on about my business because I don't know these other people, so I'm just going. And I'm just walking to the gate, and it is all the way at the end, like all the way at the end of like the terminal or whatever. And it's just nobody over there. Like there is another gate beside it. So just say for instance, gate 17 and 18 or whatever. There are a few people at like gate 17. So, but our gate 18, it was nobody over there. None of the people had made it. I guess I was the first one over there, but it was nobody. It was like ghost town. There's nobody, no workers at the little counter and nothing like that. So I'm just like, something about this is fishy. Like I don't know what is going on, but something in the milk ain't clean. Okay. So I kind of sit over towards gate 17 because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know. I need to be with something familiar. So I kind of sit over to the side. So finally, the other 3 or 4 passengers come. The same people I saw at the front at the thing. They just sitting there waiting. Boom, boom, boom. We just sitting there. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Like I said, our flight is, you know, coming up pretty soon. And, you know, boom. Next thing I know, the same young man that was checking us in is now at the counter. He's at the counter. So apparently, they only have one person working for this airline. Because he took our bags and he was right. He was at the gate. So we just sitting there, and then he, you know, he piddled around for a little minute or so. Y'all, I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up. He was like, y'all can come on.
Boy, if you don't...
Excuse me? Like, he didn't get on the internet. You know how they be like, flight 7502 to Dallas, Texas is now boarding. Military, handicap, y'all can board first. None of that. No, none of that. He was like, y'all can come on. And like I said, I was sitting up to the side, and he saw me, and he was like, waved over to me to come on. I was like, okay. So I'm walking very hesitantly, but I am walking. Y'all, he took up our little boarding passes, ain't skiing nothing. He was like, okay, y'all follow me. This man opened the side door. And the people ahead of me, like I said, I'm the last one because I am very hesitant. And when I get closer to the door, I see stairs. What? Stairs? Like, no. like, what's the little thing? The little tunnel thing? It's stairs. Like, you know, in a hotel, if the elevator not working, you gotta take the stairs. It's stairs like that. And I'm just like, so we walking down like 2 flights of stairs. He opens the door, and all I see is sunshine. He opens the door, and when I get to the door, y'all, like, I'm the last one, mind you. When I get to the door and I see the plane that we were about to get on, like, instant tears. Like, uncontrollable. I didn't even feel them coming. They were like instant. As soon as I saw the plane, my face was covered in tears, y'all. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, I went into instant panic mode, y'all. Y'all, this plane was so small. Like, I'm having flashbacks just thinking about it again. Like, y'all, this, I don't know, it looked like a helicopter, it looked like a crop duster. I don't know, but it was too small for me. They had them little silver stairs folded out, and I'm just like, y'all, I am in full panic mode. And let me just say, I'm not a huge fan of flying. I'm not terrified. I'm not scared to fly. I can fly. It doesn't bother me. I have to do it with my job. And then I live in Texas. My family's in Alabama. That's over a 10-hour drive. And sometimes I don't be trying to drive. So I fly pretty often throughout the year. And you know, even though I do that, it's still not my favorite thing to do. Once I get up in the air, I'm usually okay. I'm calm. I just don't like to take off for the landing. But like, you know, once I get out of my head, I'm good. And I normally sleep on flights too. So the fact that I already have a little bit of anxiety about flying, and we about to go on this little plane. Oh no. Oh no, y'all, when I tell y'all my heart is beating out of my chest, I am trying to control this panic attack that is within me, because I'm like, if I start hyperventilating, or if I don't want them to call the medics. I don't want them to have no type of emergency landing on this little bit of thing, because we already might not make it to where we're trying to go. Y'all, oh, I wish I had a picture of this plane. Now, I do have a picture of the inside of the plane, so I can show y'all how small the plane was. But I wish y'all could see the outside of this plane. Literally only seated 6 people. Okay? 8 including the pilot and the co-pilot. The person, like, y'all, the person sitting close to the pilot could literally reach back and touch the pilot. Like, tap, it was a lady, tap her on her shoulder. I kid you not, I am not lying. Y'all, we get on this plane, and they had a cooler on the plane, on the floor, talking about, oh, if y'all need something to drink, we have water in a cooler. A cooler? Y'all, I could not make this up. So I am like, I'm telling you, I cannot control my tears. Like, they are flowing. I am shaking. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I do not want to get on this plane, y'all. Like, I do not want to get on here. Y'all. I wish, like, I'm really reliving this, because I really wish y'all could see how small the plane was. So we get going. We gotta stop. We got a stop in Mississippi, right? So we take off, we going, y'all, the plane is shaking. Like, when I tell you, this felt like a 5-hour flight from Nashville to Mississippi. So there's a stop in Mississippi. So we stop, we get in Mississippi. Y'all, as soon as I get off that plane, all that anxiety attack that I was holding in, so, you know, I went acting a fool on them people on there on that little bitty plane, it instantly came out as soon as I stepped off the plane. We had to get off the plane. Now, one person was stopping there. That was their stop. But this was our pit stop. For fuel. They had to fuel the plane. We couldn't even make it from Nashville to Texas without having to stop for gas. No. I get off and I am in full panic mode. Like and then we get off at this little bitty airport, like the smallest airport I've ever seen in my life. They got one person working in there. One. He looking at me crazy because when I tell y'all my face, I'm glad I didn't have my makeup on because I am like I'm unconsolable. Like I am in tears. So the first thing I do, call my daddy because that's what I do when I'm in distress. When anything going on, I have to call my daddy. He the only one to calm me down. So I call my daddy. I am hysterical. And I hate to call my parents like hysterical like that because I'm away from them and I know this can be stressful, you know what I'm saying? As a parent, like you think something's wrong, like if something is wrong, if I'm hysterical, they can't get to me right away because I'm like over 10 hours away. So I try my best to always stay calm even when there is something wrong, but I could not hold it in that day. I was like, Daddy. I said, Daddy, we on this plane. Like, it's so small. Like I am panicking. I said, Daddy, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like he's like, calm down. Like what's going on? Because he knew I was flying that day. Because I always text my parents when I'm flying. I text them when I take off. I text them when I'm. So he knew I was flying. And I was like, Daddy, I can't do it. Like it's so small. Like I can't do it. Like I am breathing. I could barely breathe. Like y'all, the anxiety was on 1,000. Like it was up there. And I'm just like telling my daddy, like, Daddy, I cannot do this. Like, I can't get back on the plane. And I was like, Daddy. And then, because, let me tell y'all, let me just say, they fueled the plane in front of us. Like, they literally had what looked like a pump at the Kangaroo gas station in the plane pumping gas. I said, no way. I'm not going to be able to do it. Why are you doing that in front of me? I know planes gotta have fuel. I understand that, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't let me see it. I don't want to see it. Okay? So I'm like, Daddy, they're fueling the plane in front of us. Why are they doing that in front of us? I don't want to see that. Like everything about this whole everything that aggravated me and just set me off. So my daddy was like, Brianna, you got to calm down. Okay, let me check my camera to see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm back. I had to restart my camera because it was about to go out. But what was I saying? Oh, I was talking to my daddy. So my daddy was like, you gotta calm down, Brown. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, Daddy, this plane is just too small. I cannot do it. Like, it's shaking. They out here pumping gas into it like we at the Chevron. Like, I can't. I'm like, they got a cooler here full of water. Like, everything was just too much for me. So I'm just like hysterical. And my dad was like, listen, Brianna. He was like, calm down. He was like, if you don't want to get back on that plane, you don't have to get back on that plane. I will come and get you. I will drive from Alabama to Mississippi, wherever you at, and I will take you to Texas myself. If you feel uncomfortable, don't get back on the plane. You do not have to get back on the plane. He was making it very clear that I did not have to get back on the plane. So I love my daddy for that, and I hate my daddy for that, because then at that very moment, I knew that my daddy would do that. Like, I knew he meant every single word, that he would get off work at that moment and he would drive to Mississippi, and then from there he would drive into Texas, then he would drive back to Alabama. And like I said, that's over 10 hours. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like now I gotta make a choice. So he was like, I was trying to calm down. I started calming down. And then I was like, let me call you back. I said, let me just call you back. I said, I'm trying to calm down, I'm gonna call you back. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm pacing in this airport. If you can call it an airport. So I'm pacing back and forth, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, Brianna, I'm like, you know your daddy gonna come and get you, like, you know that. Like, do you want your daddy to have to do that? Can you just hold on just a little while longer? You made it here, just pray, and you're gonna make it back to Dallas. Like, you're gonna make it back. Like, don't make your daddy have to come out here because you know he will. So I'm just like, oh my God. My God, so I'm just like, okay. I said, I can do this. I can do this. I'm just gonna pray, and I'm gonna get back on this life. I'm gonna be all right. So by this time, I pretty much calmed down. I think it was the fact that I had a choice that calmed me down, because before I felt like I had to get back on the plane. There was no other way, and I didn't want to do it. So the fact that my daddy offered me another alternative, I think helped with my anxiety, because I didn't feel as trapped in that plane. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So I calmed myself down, and I called my daddy back, and I said, Daddy, I was like, I think I can do it. I said, I'm calm. I think I can get back on the plane and just go. I don't want you to have to come out here. I know you will, but I think I can do it. So I done calmed down. I'm not crying no more. I'm good. Boom. He was like, okay. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. I think I can do this. Like, the plane is small, but I think I can make it. He's like, all right, but you don't have to get back on it. If you change your mind, call me back. I was like, okay. So y'all, they tell us when you get back on. So now it's just 3 of us. One of the men got off. The one with the little instrument thing, he got off. His family was there to pick him up. I don't know. So it's just me, another white man, and the little Asian lady. Y'all, they told us to come on. And as soon as they said we could get back on the plane, my whole anxiety attack came back. I was like, my tears instantly came back. I don't, like, y'all, it was something about that plane. Like, getting on that plane just took me. Oh my God, y'all. I'm going to insert the picture of the inside of this plane so y'all can see that I am not exaggerating, okay? I am not exaggerating. If you see on the picture where that man is sitting right behind me, is the pilot, okay? His back is to the pilot, okay? The Asian lady is a seat in front of me. Her back is to me, and I'm sitting back right. And the other white man was sitting on the other side of me. So, I'm not exaggerating. That's how smart it is. I am in full-blown tears again. Like, I can't. So, I am just like, oh, I got my eyes closed. I'm praying, but the tears will not stop falling. I'm like, my chest, I'm breathing. So, I'm the type of person, when I am scared like that, like out of my mind, I don't want nobody talking to me. I don't want nobody touching me. I want silence, quiet. Like, everybody need to hush. Everybody need to hush. Don't say nothing to me. Don't touch me. Nothing. Child, I opened my eyes for 1 second, still crying. The white man, damn, you all right? I hope you didn't think I was being rude, but I just don't talk. Like, do not. It's like, you need some water? I was like, no. Like, don't talk to me. Like, be quiet. So he left me alone for the rest of the flight. I got my head, like, y'all, I'm shaking. Like, my hands were like almost stuck like this when I got off the plane, because I was holding on to my seat so tight. Like, I was so tense. I was like this the whole ride. I had my head back and I was like this, and I was crying, y'all. Like, this is how I was in the flight. Like, I was breathing heavy. It was so bad. It was so bad. I couldn't even do it. So the plane is shaking. Like, y'all, this is a little bitty plane, and any type of wind, any type of turbulence, it's like, it was not a smooth ride. And the thing was, like, I've been on a helicopter before. Our job, we use helicopters sometimes when we need to get an aerial look of an area or whatever we're doing. Sometimes we need aerial photos and we need to scan the area. So I've been in helicopters before and I have been fine, but I don't know what it was about that plane. That plane was small and it was, I don't know, like, it didn't even seem like a helicopter. I don't know what it was about that plane. I also think I had just seen that Idris Elba movie. I don't know the name of the movie. If I'll look it up and like put it somewhere. But it was a movie about him and this lady. They got on a plane very similar to that. The plane ended up crashing and they had to survive in the cold. And they ended up falling in love, whatever. But I had just seen that movie not too long ago. So I think that was a contribute to my anxiety as well. Because it was literally a plane just like that. And y'all, when I got back to Dallas, when I tell you, you know how people like either been on some type of rough ride, like a flight, or like, you know, somebody in the car with somebody that don't know how to drive and they get out of the car and they like kiss the ground. I literally wanted to do that. Like, I've never wanted to kiss nobody's dirty floor, but when I tell you, I had to have restraint because I wanted to kiss the ground. Like, I had no energy left. Like, my anxiety had took everything. I didn't want to do nothing but lay down. Like, after that, and then when I got back to Dallas, I had left my car with my cousin, and he was like, have you been having trouble starting your car? I was like, no. And he's like, well, I had trouble starting it to come get you from the airport, and the other day when I drove it. And I was like, oh my God. And my cousin didn't do anything. My starter was bad. It just happened. It happened on the same weekend. And that normally would have frustrated me to the core. But when I tell you I had no energy left, I was just happy to be in a car and not that plane. I was just like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I'll get it fixed. The next day, I got it fixed. It was like $300 or $400. I didn't even stress. I didn't even worry. Like, y'all, when I tell you I used every bit of energy in my body to get me through that flight, I couldn't even worry about it. So, y'all, I will never, ever, ever, ever fly Frontier or any other cheap flight again. I will pay $600, $700 before I fly Frontier again, or like get a cheap flight on an airline I ain't never heard of. Like, at that point, I probably would have been better off on Spirit. I was trying to avoid Spirit, but Spirit probably would have been much better. That is my story about the time that I thought I was going to die on an airplane. That was the worst experience in my life. I didn't want to fly for a long time after that. It's still quite traumatic for me. That was the worst, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little story time. Let me know if you guys have had terrible flight experience and what your experience has been down in the comment section, y'all. Give me a thumbs up just because I survived that horrible flight. Please, please give me a thumbs up just for that, because I didn't think I was gonna make it. Your girl thought she was gonna be out of here. So thank y'all so much for watching, and until next time, bye. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Let everybody know what your girl's doing here on her channel. And now we can go. Bye.